What's up, guys? I'm Ali. Welcome back to another video, guys. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing? How you doing, guys? Man. Today was cool though. I must say. Yeah, it was good. God, get all the honor and glory for getting you through this amazing day, guys. Today is wonderful. I hope that you all had a pleasant, wonderful day, guys. I had such a great day today, guys. And I just thank God for getting me through this day. Today has been such a good day today, guys. It's been such a busy day, but it was such a good day. And I give it all to God. I give all the honor and the glory to God. And man, God do wonderful things in my life and just do wonderful things by me. Man. But anyways, guys, let's get to it. Let's just talk for a second before I get to this video, guys. All right, guys. One thing that I have noticed, all right, so today, guys, I'm gonna say this. Today, let's just say hypothetically, I got pulled over. Yes, I got pulled over today, guys. Um, it was my fault. It was totally my fault. I was going down the wrong way street. I was going down the wrong. It was a one-way street, and I didn't realize until like I saw the cop or whatever, and the cop was he hopped out the car. And it was so crazy. It was another person that was behind me or that was following me. I'm like, why are you following me now? You got a ticket too. So, so, uh, all of a sudden the cop get out. He wasn't yelling. He was a little aggressive with his voice. He had a little aggressive pitch. He raised his voice, but he was not yelling. Um, and when he came to my window, I was very, very calm. He couldn't read me. He couldn't pick up on it. My spiritual pressure was just so low, to the point, no fear, no nothing. Um, and if you know, like I know, this world is based off of fear. Um, so when he got a sense that I wasn't aggressive or whatever, and I had to raise my spirit to let it be known, he already felt it, but I had to raise my spirit. I had to raise it for he can actually feel what I'm carrying. And when he felt what I was carrying, he calmed down. People would calm down. When people calm down, when they can sense that they can't figure you out and you're very mysterious with your ways, and they just can't sense no fear coming for you, whatever. The whole thing is about fear. It's about feeding off your fear. If you have fear, you are able to be controlled and be depressed and just within the system. But if they can't pick up on it, it's nothing left for them. And also, the whole thing is when you are a God person, whatever, when you are selected by God, they want you to believe that they're in control of this world. I already said this before, but in actuality, it's God people that's in control of this world. They want you to believe it. It may have been working good for them and benefiting these demons at one point in life, these people in this world, feeding off our energy, and we not knowing who we were. And when we figured that out and we took all our power back, now they starving. They can't get what they want. And so they start seeking for other people to feed off of. They need a sense of innocence, something that's pure. So but also let me go back to what I was saying. People will, if they can't feel fear and you're very calm and you're not getting irrational or yelling and screaming or scooting to their level, what happened is within the human mind and with your brain and how your brain wired to your nervous system and stuff like that, whatever, the biology behind the mind, what happened is it automatic process and it just tells them something is not right. It shows them that you're not yelling and screaming, so why am I yelling and screaming? So it brings them down, and when they sense your spirit, they get back in the line, and they see how you are, so they want to be the same way. But it also reflects that they have a lot of problem, and a lot of people don't want to see that, so they had to bring it down to your level, so they can understand you, and so they want to look weird and crazy and erratically. So, but for more so that whatever where I'm going with this is, Emotions. Get your emotions intact. Get your emotions intact. This is not the title of it. I'm just speaking. Let's talk, guys. All right. This was going to happen when you don't have your emotions intact. All right. The world is built off emotions. This may be the title. The world is built off emotions. When you don't know nothing and you're not educated on something, and especially growing up as a child, you know, children don't have their emotion intact because they don't know about it. A child emotion is everywhere. Everybody experiences at some point in life when they were kids. You had no control over your emotions. But if your parents raised you and taught you about emotions and how to stabilize your emotions and how to have self-control, or maybe if you didn't learn it in high school, learn it in school, elementary school or high school, whatever, at some point in life, a guidance or a teacher or a mentor, somebody could have taught you, but a lot of people don't know nothing about stabilizing their emotions. When your emotions is everywhere, your emotions are gonna get you messed up. And this is another thing people do when they don't have control of their emotions. When you don't have control of your emotion, and this is me speaking about police officer right now in this second. This was gonna happen to a police officer. I like officers. I love cops. They're not bad people. You got good cops, you got bad cops. But a lot of cops growing up as children, they was very reckless. They parents didn't teach them nothing about emotions. Their parent emotion was not stable. Their parents was not stable, erratically reckless. No behavior, no mannerism, no morals, no compass, no nothing, no self-respect for themselves or love. So the child grow up and get into a work field and apply to be a police officer, and they get in the field with their emotions not attached. So which means when you reckless and your emotions not stable and you're not emotionally intelligent with your emotions and how to control yourself, what happen is you make a radical decisions without thinking. So which means people get killed. You end up killing somebody because of fear and your emotions not stabilized. As a man, you're supposed to have your emotions intact. You know, um, how could you raise your child correctly if your emotions not intact? How can you raise a strong man if your emotions are not intact? You're gonna raise a reckless, unstabilized child that's gonna be reckless with his emotions and reckless when it comes to people and society. And they're not gonna have to handle problems and how to deal with situations because they operate through their emotions. People don't know these things. So police officers, they get in the work field and they come across a problem and they dealing with somebody, and a person you deal with might don't even have their emotions attached, or their emotions not controlled, or not stabilized, and so is yours. You supposed to be the cop here to protect and serve, but you can't control yourself either. So when a situation that would occur is someone end up getting hurt, shot, or killed, and you have to live through that. But then if you don't have your emotions controlled or stabilized, you might end up shooting yourself, or else you just don't care about you just killed somebody else. You're gonna sleep great at night. So a lot of cops also, they are scared. When your emotions not attached, you operate on fear. So when you have fear, which means you operate on adrenaline. you know Fear, the next thing is adrenaline. You have no self-control. You're in flight mode. You're in fight or flight, or trying to survive. You feel like your life in danger to the point you do reckless stuff because your emotions is not in touch. When cops sign up for these jobs, they need to teach these people about how to stabilize your emotions. They need to teach them about emotional correction. They need to teach these people about emotions. Educate these people on the emotions, because you can't protect and serve if your emotions is just out of control. Period. And like someone be wanting a response from you. They want you to act out, guys. Don't give these people what they want. I have never throughout my life, guys, have a problem to the point I got physically harmed by a police officer, to the point my life was in danger, to the point I have weed or whatever the case may be, whatever. I have never been in these situations, and I sometimes I don't get it, but sometimes you do have jerk police officers, dick officers out here in this world are just crazy and psychopath and just a serious killer, but they out here working and they do harm people, and take people's lives and stuff like that. Some cops do that, the bad cops. But for the most part, if you just if you just comply with the officers, because the only thing they want is your reaction. Once you give them a reaction, you open up the pearly gates from hell for them to beat you up, stomp you out, shoot you, or whatever. The moment that you react and try to argue with these people and go back and forth with them, you're giving them the ammo that they want from you. But if you get pulled over and you just cooperate and just be like, don't give them a hard time and just keep your composure and just stay cool and calm collective, you don't have nothing to worry about. And another thing is, if you're not doing nothing, you shouldn't have nothing to worry about anyway. Why would you be worried if you're not doing nothing? Also, it's just cops need to be more educated on their emotions. Honestly, they really do. Cops need to be educated on their emotions instead of how to shoot people and being trained to shoot people and shock people and with guns and crowbars and hit people inside the head. They be trained on the wrong things. Why are you been trained on to harm another person? I thought you're supposed to be protecting and serving. You need to be trained how to deal with situations or to stabilize a situation or to just bring down the heat, Cops, they be trained on the wrong thing. You train on to shoot people and kill people. You're not trained on how to control your emotions. You're not trained on how to deal with situations. You're not trained on how to stabilize a situation or to bring down the problem, to solve the problem or whatever. They've been trained on how to kill. They've been trained on how to tase you. They trained on to hit you upside the head with a crowbar. They trained on how to say you resisting for them to beat you up. They are not trained on to help nobody. Man, that's so crazy. But guys, it's crazy, man. And the good cops, I don't have no problem with them. But the ones that just be trying to yell and scream and just trying to get you to react in the way that they want you to by yelling and raising their voice and poking their chests up, those ones is like, what are you doing? What are you doing, cop? What are you doing, Mr. Officer? Bring it down. You doing too much. I'm not finna be here sliding through the ground with you while you got your knee in my back and on my neck. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So I'm not gonna meet you on your level. That's what you want. So don't give them what they want, guys. So yeah, guys. That's how I gotta do. Learn how to stabilize their emotions, guys. Man. That was a crazy story today, guys. But also, today was good, and we just need to be more educated on certain things. I think we more educated on the wrong things, and instead of being educated on the right things. They don't know how to dissolve a situation, They fuse the situation to bring it down. That was the word I've been looking for. They just been trained. Cops are trained on to how to make a problem worse. You feel like they train on how to shoot a person. They train on how to beat you up. They train to put their neck in your back. They train on to hit you upside the head with a crowbar. They train on to tase you in your back and put their foot in your neck and to choke you out. They train to beat you up. They train in all the wrong areas. It's not protecting and serving. You're not helping the situation by punching somebody out. You're not helping the situation by putting your neck in their back. You're not helping the situation by choking another person. You need to be there to protect and serve. That's what you're here to do. And we're not getting that sometimes. And I love, hey, more power to all the good officers out there. But the ones that's just not educated and they bring their problems from their household to their job, and it just show directly what goes on in their household. And if they yelling and screaming at you on the street, it's because they're not getting what they want from the person that they with. The person that they with is not playing the game. So when it's like, when they come on the street, they go to work or whatever, they yelling and screaming at you, it's easy because you don't know what's going on, and you may not just don't know. You may be young, you just don't know. Why are you getting these things? It's because they want your action. They want to feed off you. They get them excuse to beat you up or shoot you if you yell and scream. And they say stop resisting or get out the car. If you're already heated and confused, they know you're gonna go get out the car. They know you're gonna argue back with them because they're yelling at you. Especially when you just don't know nothing. You're not educated on certain things, guys. You gotta be aware of these things, man. And yeah. But for the most part, guys, today, let's stop talking about that. But anyways, guys, today, people do not realize when they come across me, like, people be thinking that I don't see what's going on. They don't know. I can't even say what I really want to say, because when you are selective and you awake, and when you know yourself, when you really, really know yourself, there is no way you can be deceived, baby. There is no way you're going back. There is no way. You have learned, you have trained your mind, you have trained your thoughts, you have trained your whole soul. You went to the spirits, you talked to your ancestors, you went to the heavens, you saw God, you had life, death experiences, you have really met God. You have got in tune with this power. You got the Holy Spirit. You have got in contact with swirls. You have went places that no human being have ever been. You have met angels. You have angels on the side, and you have divine protection. You have divine power. You are very gifted. You cannot be deceived. It doesn't matter, guys. Like, people don't realize, it doesn't matter if you are a chosen person and you're handpicked, selective about God by God. There's no way you can get over on this person. It's just highly impossible. I am sorry, guys. It's highly impossible. Don't you know these people, guys? They are so intuitive with who they are as an individual. They hear everything. They see everything. Things that you may think they don't see or hear, they can hear the slightest noise, the slightest sound. And it's unbelievable. And guess what? Also, they have people on the side of them that's helping them out. Angels, ancestors, stuff that you can't even compare or can identify or recognize. They have these gifts and powers. They see and hear every little thing. A small, tiny fly, a little glimpse of wind. Their hearing is so great because they are spiritually enlightened. Very spiritual people. You can't get over them because they know themselves way too well. It's highly impossible. You can try all day long, and you can have as many people in the same room with them. This person can identify each and every last one of their movements before they even do it. This person can identify what they're thinking before they even try to react on it. This person know everything, regardless if this person putting on a smile in front of your face, regardless this person talking to you and laughing with you and interacting with everybody. Guess what? His mind, how it thinks, is unpredictable. It's unbelievable. And you will never meet another person like this. You could not get over on this person. I don't care what you do. Because you want to know why his reality or her reality is based on living in reality. This person does not live in deceit. They only stand on truth, you know. So it's like you cannot get over on this person. You can try all day. You can plant as many traps as you want, and guess what? If you plant a trap, guess what? You're gonna fall in it. And another reason why is because they are in control of themselves, not you. If they decide to go into the trap, it's because they decided to, not because you set the trap. It's because they wanted to see what would happen if they go into the trap. And you maybe think, oh, see, we got him. No, 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 no. He got you. He got you, baby. You ain't get him. He got you. He making you believe that you got him or her. They got you. So, hey, be careful with God people. God people are very wise, and you just got to be careful who you don't never know who you coming across. And it's just like, yeah. And also with the cops, let me tell you what's going to happen. A lot of cops going to end up hurt. A lot of cops is going to end up hurt all because of their emotion, and they let that badge and that soup get to their head. One day, they're going to wake up and realize they've been working for the wrong person, and they've been sacrificing themselves for nothing. And none of this stuff going to matters later on down the line. So, yeah. But guys, I'm Ali. That's all I want to say, guys. I want to wrap this video up, and I'm finna get me a workout. And I hope that you all have a wonderful night, a good day wherever you are across the world. Until my next video, guys. Until next time, guys. I hope to see you later, and stay blessed, and may God be with you. Peace.